next stage of Toyota FJ repair. We had to do, get rid of the exhaust. So it's the part comes from the catalytic converter. So we cut those bolts off, cut the tailpipe from the muffler and slid all that junk out, and you can probably already see it. Look at that. This is just like a Jeep Wrangler TJ's. They have the same issue. So we gotta get all this junk out of here. We gotta do the bottom side. And I just saw this one, which wasn't mentioned, but I didn't know. Right there. So we're gonna have to take this off. And then we're just gonna have to make a big, plate here. Hopefully these corners aren't bad. Generally the corners are okay because they got just a little bit thicker material in there. But, so right now gotta get the bad here cut out, and then hoping this bracket still okay once it's cleaned up. It should be, because most of the stuff just, it doesn't trap anything like the frame does, because this bracket sits on top of the frame. So there's still a lower frame piece that goes in there, and then this bracket here just sits on top. So once we get this all up, then we'll go and get this all cleaned up. And the idea here is to get a big plate. I'm going to tie it into the top, come down. Probably do something like that. That way we're over this joint here too. So kind of like a little fish plate idea right there, and then bring it down this edge, and then I'll just tie it all in there, and then pretty much the same. Just bring it back up, and then the bottom is just simply going to be plated, and then it'll tie into the plate up here. And I'll just get it welded in on the corners again, that's where its strength is. So a little bit of work, but not too bad once the exhaust is out of here. So just gotta get going on it. That's about it. Shouldn't take too long. Probably about 2-hour job. I'm thinking maybe 3 hours if I run into something else with this and I have to build more onto that or something, but we'll see. Alright, time to get to the fun part. I'm gonna try and cut out some of this old garbage. This all vacuumed out, and eventually I'll put another piece in here, piece in there, and then I'll cut a big boy. It's going to go over top of everything. Like I said before, plate it. We're going to put another one on the bottom too. So, kind of started cutting it out, digging it out. Still gotta shove the vacuum cleaner up in there, get everything out. But here's a start. It was in the frame rail. Good stuff. Okay. Just got done doing the most exciting job, clean job. Had that vacuum. A little small extension, and I had my air line in here, my extension. So I went in here and hit on the side of the frame, on the outside, inside, worked its way, this way, hitting on it, then it knocks off all the scale, whatever's in here, and then after that, shove the vacuum cleaner in pretty much every hole I can get it in, which would be this way, and just shove it up as far as I can, and this way as far as I can. And I worked with my air nozzle, and yeah, this hole here, and just started, shooting air all in these, working all the dirt out here into the vacuum cleaner, or at least, close to it, where I can get some of the bigger, heavier stuff like this. This is actually pretty good. This is pretty clean. That was just a couple big scale pieces there. But I got everything else out. So, we're done doing that. So now I'm at the point where I can start putting pieces in here and go to town like that. And pretty much what I'm going to do here, I'm probably going to do it overkill, maybe in some people's minds, but I'm actually going to, like, kind of, not necessarily sleeve it, but I'm going to put pieces on the inside of here and get it welded in, and then basically plate over top of it, and then we'll go from there. So I got that area, this area, this bottom portion, which I knew this hole was going to show up. I saw it starting as I was cleaning, so that's why I ground in front of it and stuff, but it seems pretty good. Just in front of it's just this weird spot right here. And then actually, this spot here was a little, kind of like a tear. It looked like a tear, but it's not. It's just rusting out around the weld on the outside. And then I took a die grinder to basically make this weird notch till I got to the thicker metal and, take away those sharp edges, those stress points. Alright, so if you can see that, that's what it looks like out here. So I got that slightly cleaned up. Exactly how much crap I got out of that frame rail. Of course it's going to be dusty, but I think my filter needs changed. I mean, some of the leaves aren't what was in there, but otherwise, it's pretty much what I just pulled out of that frame rail right there, minus candy wrapper. That was probably just laying next to me, but that's pretty much it. A lot of it was just mud, dirt, along with whatever powdery rust. So let me see if this light works better. Let's see if this one does it. It does not. Alright, it's just that crazy light. Alright, so what I did there is I got that little piece in here, just stitched in for now. I'm going to finish welding that up. And that's just inner part to kind of sleeve it. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I did another one in there because there was a little spot there, so I kind of plug welded it, filled that in, and then just welded it all on the inside. So now I'm going to finish welding this up, and then welding these little holes up, and then that one there, and then we're going to throw the big plate on. So let's do that. Okay, so we got this piece just clamped on the inside of the frame right now, like that. And you can see a couple holes here. So we're going to do the whole perimeter, and then I'm also going to plug weld just a couple spots, just because. So right now it's ready to tack in. Gaps are actually really nice right now. I just got a little bit of a gap right at this top, which we'll handle that either with this, or I got a big clamp and I'll go around the whole frame and clamp it up there. Okay, we're all finished. So that's it, all done. We got the bottom on, so you got that all welded up there. It ties into, these two are connected now, and this will tie into the other piece. So we're just, pretty much good all the way around. So that's pretty much it. Okay, back under here again. So, that end there got color now because the camera battery died. So I didn't feel like charging it, doing all that, running in again. So, things we missed. There was a spot down here that held, it's right where these two holes here, it holds it's an exhaust hanger. And right at this weld here, big hole. So we did that. So now that's it. I'm finished up. I'm gonna throw some paint on it. That'll be it.